How's it going, sir? My name is Cadet Hunter Winland, and I'm here to be briefing you on my Raid Sim AAR. The purpose of this mission was 1st Platoon Charlie Company, raids to destroy enemy forces in vicinity of Objective Crow no later than 29 February at 1600 in order to deny enemy air defense within AO Bear. So what actually happened during this is I had my platoon, and we set up on the north side of the engagement area where the enemy was supposed to be, and we had initial indirect fire into the berm area where I thought enemy would be, and luckily that's where the air defense artillery truck was, and we blew it up immediately. But I did not account for how difficult it would be to hit the enemy inside the houses and the other vehicles that they had. Major events is, to start my first sim, I came from the north and just moved all my troops down. I didn't have two sets of troops. And they went through and they got wiped out pretty fast. The second time I did that, I made sure to do indirect fire onto the same exact spot because I knew that's where the ADA was. Eliminated that thing. But this time I had two separate groups coming down. So if I scroll kind of up here, well, you can't really see it. But if this was the defensive area, I had my teams coming down this way, and then I had another team coming over here, and then they had a rendezvous point in the center, which was the place that we were supposed to capture and get intel from. This seemed to work a lot better. I mean, we got a major victory after that. We had very few casualties. I think we had like 3. And we were able to leave before the reinforcements came. So it was a perfect raid almost, except for when we lost some casualties. And I was able to split the teams up just perfectly for them to wipe out the people in the building and then engage the vehicles and wipe those out. What went bad is one raid, I decided to just go straight from the south. I just wanted to see what would happen. And the enemy's ADA system had a 50 cal and it wiped out all my people very, very soon. It was like almost immediate. I had to end the sim. Another thing that wasn't good was that the troops, once in contact with some of these enemies, they ran away on contact because they were unprepared for what was in front of them, and that was on me as the planner to kind of realize what was there and really understand the environment that we were in. It was also difficult because once you got into the city area, there was no real cover except for the buildings. So I learned after the first one that I needed to use the buildings as cover when bouncing around and then getting the intel and then jumping off the objective. Main takeaways from this is raids are fast and they're not really pretty, especially when you're dealing with vehicles and 50 cals and people in buildings who might be expecting you to come. It's also important that you get off the objective as soon as you can because reinforcements will come. I had buddies next to me that said the reinforcements were coming and they got almost immediately overwhelmed. So, and then having multiple points of attack I think are good as well. If you go all into the same place, I think it's really easy to kill all of your troops. Thank you, sir. This concludes my brief.